2:15 in the morning, right? So I'm looking at it. I'm like, who the fuck put this up? And I was like, oh, it's definitely Brad's TV.
Yeah,
and it was like,
you can tell the difference.
Yeah, Brad's like, yeah, Trevor's off, New South Wales lose, clap hands. And then so where was the one that fucking? Oh, so I think they might have moved.
Posted the other one with the foot out, and he circled the foot being out.
Oh, the Josh Adokar one.
Yeah,
I thought it was in, bro.
The comment section was literally like, "Dude, you've circled where he's got his stud out."
Yeah.
Like, and I'm same thing. I look back on it like 3 or 4 times, which also just spikes that view count.
Yeah,
So
it's
I'm all for it.
It's the rage bait, bro.
Yeah, I love it.
Because like normally I save that when I get in that mood where I want to rage bait someone, I just target Jason. But this time I was like, you know what? I'm going to target our fans. I'm going to target
work, bro.
Let's
you
get
need
them
to channel
going.
that energy more, I reckon. But yeah, rage baiting fucking comment section. So Brad was just reading through some of the comments that we had on the last podcast with Angel Reese. I know it was a sports one, but we clipped it up, and we need some of our mates to go on and back our statements. If you agree with us,
Or back theirs.
yeah. But the more you comment and jump on and stir the pot a little bit more, the funner it gets.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's sort of the approach that we're going to take over the next at least 6 months, because it works well.
Well, if it works, it works.
I think
right?
whatever's triggering you, make sure you comment it on your mate's podcast.
Like on the Latrell hit last week, I'll just read a couple. Why? Because the comment, my caption was Queensland win from here.
And it was Trell dropping the ball as he gets hit.
He's about to catch it and he gets whacked by the Dolphins player. Was it Dolphins?
Yeah.
Tackled without ball. I get it. Klein would say it's a knock on. How's that proof? Sorry, nah, bro.
How's that proof?
Where's the proof? By tackling Trell without the ball.
It doesn't make sense.
By
Even
tackling
when I was
without the
watching
ball.
it, I was like, what do you mean, bro? This has got nothing to do with Origin. And then
Everybody. Because it's a penalty question mark.
Did you
How
see-
is that not a send-off?
I love how you stayed silent too. Just
Did you see Mark GC's one?
No, what?
Play on ... bags after the game.
yeah, that's our mate.
Yes.
Our
Mark
mate,
Mark GC,
Mark
71.
GC. Hey, it might be my mate, Marky K.
That's my guy.
That's his burner.
Oh, then someone's got here, classic,
Marky Mark.
grub the grub.
Yeah.
Can't say that word in Queensland, can't.
It's banned.
Better not say it.
All right, boys, we'll move on from the sports chat. Let's get straight on into our intro, and then we can get into some of the headlines that we've got for today. G'day, mates. Welcome back to another episode of Your Mates Podcast. Today's episode is Bullshit and Yarns, which means it's going to be released on Thursday. Strap yourselves in because we are full of brouhaha, and we've been propped up by Apex Ad Agency in the meantime as well. Speaking of the sponsors that keep the podcast going, moving forward, Brouhaha Brewery. Jace, what is your pick of the litter, mate?
I've been digging the Mulaney lately.
Actually, I pulled him out a locals lager.
Seen a Mulaney fall out, and I took one of those.
Ooh.
The bright green cans. There's something to it.
Yeah.
I like the lime.
They go good with your eyes too, man.
Smoky. It would hit better with the blonde goatee.
Yeah.
But what about you, Trad?
Bro, I can't go past the milk stout. I want
Milky
more.
stout.
Still going milk
every
stout.
time
I think
I
that's
want-
three weeks worth now.
Every time I think about it, I want it more.
You'd have milk stout coming out your nipples soon.
Bro, I'm lactose
right.
intolerant and I want it.
I'm gonna throw a different one out there today. I'm gonna go the Red Rye Ale. We had that a couple of weeks ago. Pick of the litter, just as something a little bit different. But if you want to check out and taste some of the brouhahas for your own, make sure that you head over to the website brouhahabrewery.com.au. Alternatively, you can visit their local breweries and restaurants at Baringa and Mulaney, and head over to our YouTube channel while you're at it so you can see the full wide range that is on display for Brouhaha as well. Boys, if you want to level up and reach the masses, I'm talking 200,000 views on TikTok. Just small ballpark stuff. What do we got to do in order
Start
to do that?
OnlyFans. I mean, only mates.
Only mates.
Just docking.
Listen, I tried that and it didn't work. But I tried something else and it did work.
I subbed.
Yeah.
You don't
I had
even
one-
reply.
By sub, he means he had a ball gag in his mouth. He was the sub.
No, I fucking paid this cunt like $3-4. Got nothing. I can fit it photos of his feet.
But if we...
You fucked me.
Got him!
You fucked me.
Brad, if we want to level up, whether
If you
it's
want
on
to level up
OnlyFans-
your OnlyFans,
Hey, they
Or-
probably would. It's all on the internet.
Yeah,
it
it's all
is.
marketing.
it's all marketing.
It's all the fun stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
To level up, all you have to do is hit up our guys and girls at Apex Ad Agency. They will help you level up. They'll take your business to the next level on social media, on the World Wide Web, wherever you do your bidding.
Online stores, merchandise, all that shit,
Websites.
websites, all that stuff. They got you covered.
They've got plenty of clientele who are already world famous.
Ooh.
And
Guys like the Barley Body, LJ Hooker. Might have
CTC.
thrown those ones out there. Yeah.
taking them all to the next level.
We're
And,
on
they're
the
helping
way.
us go to the next level too.
Absolute legends.
Head over to apexadagency.com if you're on the interwebs, or Apex Ad Agency on social media.
Yo. Alrighty, boys, let's get on into our agenda for today's episode. Do you want to start with some of yours, Jace?
Bro, do you think... Well, for me anyway, one of the biggest stories this week, fucking Joe Rogan versus the Liver King, bro. Have you watched some of his stuff this week?
Well,
Oh, it's like, fuck. What, is the camera not on?
I was like, what the fuck is going on right now?
That's what the Liver King did.
Yeah.
He called out Joe Rogan.
Call it out, Joe.
Bro, he's...
Come a little box here.
I think he's got fucking worms in his brain from all the raw food he eats, cunt.
There's some weird shit happening, bro. And yeah, arrested on terrorist charges.
Yeah.
Do you think that was Joe who went, all right, now this cunt's getting too close now?
100% not Joe.
I think police were keeping an eye on that fucking profile.
Bro,
It wouldn't be
pretty
hard.
hectic.
He's, yeah.
Not even a week ago, might have been 2 weeks ago, Joe Rogan was talking about how brain's not thinking. Anyway, somebody was like suing people who were fucking like having a go at them.
Oh, on like on their podcast and stuff.
Yeah, I can't even fuck. I wish my brain would work right now, but it's not. But
Thanks to
yeah,
Brouhaha.
he was like adamant. He's like, I don't get why people fucking sue. Like, why sue somebody just because like you don't like what they're saying or what? Like, you know what I mean?
It was
Like,
around that.
Yeah. Oh,
Rhetoric.
yeah. It was because somebody crashed into his car or something.
Okay.
And he was like, "Oh, I'm not going to fucking sue this guy. Like, he's Mexican. He's got no license, and he's like, he's probably got no money anyway. But like, why would I go to the effort of like doing all of that?
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean? Like, why sue anybody? Like, he's obviously got a lot of money already.
Well, I was going to say,
like,
when you
know.
got, when you're in that position.
It doesn't make sense. And,
Yeah.
you know, and for him, if he started a legal battle with Liver King, all it does is prop that fucking nutcase up.
Giving him some relevance. I think
Yeah,
that's a whole lot of it too. 'Cause
Yeah.
Did you see him banging on about the Untold doco with the Liver King on
Yeah.
Netflix? And he's like, so what we're going to do is we're going to boycott this director's films. So yeah, I'm sure you and your fucking family boycotting his stuff is really going to shut that down. But you got paid for that doco and you approved all the shit when it came out.
I think how it works is there was 3 producers. Joe was one of those producers
Of that doco?
of that doco. So he was over, like, again, I don't think that it was probably a money-making thing, but he was one of the producers on the documentary. So
I'll have
that
to go
was
watch it.
that was why he was going after it. But then you're caving into the whole fucking...
Yeah, but I still haven't seen it.
Yeah, painting a bit of
Bro,
context.
don't cave in. No. But,
Just YouTube recap.
But
YouTube recap.
like, I've listened to I listen to Joe Rogan a lot. I've listened to all his latest podcasts, and he's not mentioning Liver King.
Nah.
Like, no,
That,
like,
is that,
not
cuck-
bringing
is
it
that,
up.
is that,
No,
cuck-
no.
is that cucky energy though?
yeah, and I'm more so
Like just
thinking...
steering clear of it? Like
Is
when
it-
you want to...
No, because
Scare tactics.
No,
Scare
Joe,
tactics,
bro.
bro.
No, this is what Liver King wants, bro. That's why he went after him, because
that why
he's the
he's giving
biggest
him-
podcast in the world. All Joe
Wasn't he
has
on
to
the-
do
wasn't he on
is
it?
fucking
he was
mention him.
begging to be on it, and that's why he's going off, because he never got the opportunity.
Yeah, the last time Joe mentioned him, he said he's a fucking kook. What? Like, he's fucking obviously a steroid guy. Like, Joe's a steroid guy too, but he's not telling people he's not on steroids.
Yeah, he's
Like,
a realist.
Yeah, he's putting
Yeah.
it down to ice
in
baths and
terms of that
saunas.
stuff. Yeah.
Oh no, he loves steroids. He fucking says it.
Yeah.
He's like, they're the best.
Isn't he into Jesus now too?
he's slowly getting into Jesus. And did you
Real,
notice that?
real right wing shit.
No,
bro.
yeah, and I think it's because of Jordan Peterson, because Jordan Peterson has gone down the Jesus path too. He's like, the Bible is real, like everything, like it's not like the New Testament is is fucking it, you know what I mean? But he's like all these bits and pieces and everything, like they all
Like obviously the basis of the story is real. Like obviously there was a guy called Jesus, but we know that my fucking theory on it, I just think he was the earliest con man. You know, but like I don't know. When you
what gets me is they talk in the Bible. They talk about his childhood,
but then it skips until he's like 32.
Till he's 30, yeah. And it's like, come on, like what happened? You know, where's the missing years, bro? And there's actually like a lot of fucking, you know what's crazy? There's a lot of like little bits and pieces of like artwork, like terracotta artwork and stuff being found where it's like people from back in those days have made, and it's like depicting Jesus as like a child and stuff like that. And it's like him just being like a absolutely like brutal motherfucker, like killing people, like and like still performing miracles, but it's like, oh, I didn't like what he said to me, so I kill him and then I bring him back to life.
Yeah, he's like chokes them out. Then he's like,
Jesus
then they fucking, he's like, he just
my
like
microphone just attacked me.
praise me.
Praise me, motherfuckers.
He just fucking. So I just did that, bro. He was dead. I fucking just brought him back.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry,
Sounds like Diddy.
desk.
And like, traveled a lot, and but yeah, dude. I don't know about Jesus. I'm still,
just because Jordan Peterson's coming out with some newfound fucking stuff doesn't mean. Look, and Jordan Peterson was one of those guys where I feel like he's a proper influencer in the terms of like you hear somebody go like reference him and go, Jordan Peterson said this, and
he's an academic.
Yeah,
and that's why
for years I was going, who the fuck is this guy? Like I've never even heard of him before, and then all of a sudden he pops up and his face is familiar.
He's very clever though.
Very intelligent guy.
Very clever.
But at the same time, you could build intelligence over years and then all of a sudden go on 1 year tirade of fucking trying to, crypto. We've seen all the guys do crypto dumps and all the stuff. So like,
but there's a lot of it's kind of weird. Like the whole story. Like I think the story is true. Like not not word for word, but I think the whole like overall fucking like what the Bible is trying to teach. Like it holds true. Like be kind to other people and all these like little lessons and stuff. Like they work, but it works though. But I think what happened is they
just included that
because they bring out a new fucking version every 100 years or like every fucking 50 years or whatever. And I think that it's been twisted into a version that helps them control.
well, you just look at how many religions there are and say Catholic, then you got the Anglicans, and then and there's like fucking 150 different gods that people believe.
There's like 3,000, bro.
Yeah.
And there's like all these like the book of Enoch and stuff. Like it's all been taken out. You know what I mean?
All religion has spawned off Jesus. Like you even look at the like Islam, like it fucking even mentions fucking Jesus being higher than Prophet Muhammad and shit. And the only female mentioned in the Quran is the Virgin Mary.
That one, 100%, yes. But they say that Jesus in his younger years traveled all over the world, right? And in his travels, he like picked up like the teachings of Buddha and like all these other like real like much older religions, and then he incorporated those into when he eventually became an adult and wrote the Bible.
Yeah,
or he didn't write it, but got his mates to.
But I don't know. It's just a fucking fairy tale, bro.
All right, we'll move on from
great fairy tale though.
Yeah, there's some good thought provoking stuff. And again, if you guys have any sort of things that when we're speaking about these things, and you're like, "Fuck, the boys are onto something," or they're not onto something, they're completely wrong. Call up and send us a yarn or take on some of the takes that we're giving, because we won't know unless you tell us.
Yeah,
so
because we're not here to judge your beliefs. You can believe whatever you want. It's just not for me.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck what you think.
Yeah.
But also, we're here to be educated.
Yeah, that too.
Always
Slightly,
do. I love being educated.
Ben, the next one actually has a video in the Your Mate's Instagram chat. Mm-hmm. This guy.
Who? Which guy?
Doing it all for the glasses, bro. Did you watch this video yet, Ben?
No.
Oh, cunt. It's good, bro.
Oh, do you want to give us a bit of context first?
Guy steals some sunnies and does.
Is he live? I think he's live.
Yeah, he starts live because you can see all
Yeah.
the comments popping off, and then some other people are filming him at the shopping centre. But it's
So he's live streaming and he's stealing
Yeah.
a pair of sunglasses.
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
They're expensive. Yeah.
Looks like Kai Cenat.
Because he's black.
Oh, he's another black guy.
Stop playing.
Oh, I did see the aftermath of this. He tries to jump.
Damn. Really?
Look.
A few moments later.
Straight onto the ice hockey rink, brother.
Ready? Look, see him hanging. Drops. Oh, goodbye legs. Holy.
Oh, yeah.
both them suckers.
That's Blades of Glory.
What a dumb fuck. Yeah. It is Blades of Glory.
Right.
Suck shit, guys.
What a dumb motherfucker.
I didn't see the video of him actually. I just saw the aftermath of him not being able to move because he.
Bro, he went live. He's laying there on the ice and he's like, he
Going
pulls out
live.
his phone and goes live again.
Man.
And like I
Generation
guarantee
Z,
both them ankles and shins are shattered to the knees.
Yeah.
Minimum. Like
100%, bro. Well, yeah, his his legs went sideways at the knee.
Well,
Dude.
speaking of the videos, boys, I've got another one that I know you guys are going to love. This one is Drunk Connor in Ibiza with his mates.
Is he in the club?
Yeah, boy. There we go. The Versace creams, baby.
the Versace creams, baby.
What's his mate? That's his mate?
That's his mate.
The fucking silk. Feel it.
And then crocodile and biltons, the red bottoms, baby. The red bottoms. Look, the fucking gold joking on the CLs.
That's sick.
Can't even understand, mate.
Yeah,
crocodile, yeah.
Proud of you, cuz we fucking love you. You're a fucking smart bastard as well. Just look how this fits in there.
Is he? He's just trying on Connor's shit.
It's like a silk shirt.
Yeah, you know what? Fits actually great. They're shaping up. Here's a look, Finish it.
Get the skates.
Yeah, boy.
I do love that. You're right, man.
Oh, mate. Fucking.
I think I like this Connor era more than maybe his UFC.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm all for it, dude.
Yeah.
It's so good.
People are like, oh, it's crass. We don't like. Where's
He's
the old
earned
Connor?
it. You know
Fuck
what?
it.
He's earned it now. If he's going to lean into it, I feel like, you change the whole trajectory of how the MMA and UFC is going to be over the next few years.
It's all built off his back.
I would hate to be his wife, though. I can tell you that much. Like, and hearing him talk like that just on one of the lads. Nah, babe, we just had a lads' night.
I think it was in Ibiza. He knocked that cunt out in the club. You see that?
Yeah, that wasn't
Fucking
good.
cracked him. But you can
First
see
knockout.
old mate's like pointing and fucking yelling at Connor, and he's just like, you know what? Fuck this
Fuck it.
motherfucker. I'll throw a chair at his bus.
I do have another video for you boys. Now, growing up, I was a huge fan of the Jabberwockies. There was a dance crew called Justice
Yeah.
Crew, so I fucking loved them, bro. Me and my mate would just practice in our rooms and shit and be like, pop like and drop it. Pop like and, But anyway, Jabberwockies were one of my guys. So they've actually teamed up with Israel Adesanya.
Yeah.
And I want to know your boys' thoughts on his performance.
On Izzy's?
On Izzy's. Because Jabberwockies are always going to Jabberwocky, you know?
Mm-hmm. Because Izzy can dance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, bit of crump.
Yeah, he's good, bro.
Eesh.
Yeah, he's good. So, Benny, didn't he come out with the Jabberwockies for one of his fights?
Now that you say that, I think he
One
did,
had the-
yeah.
one he had the mask on for.
Yeah.
When
I'm sure he
fucking-
did.
Because he did the crumping with his boys when he came out and did like a little
I'm
haka
sure that
sort
was
of.
with the Jabberwockies.
I
But
think
then
it might have been.
now that you say that, that rings a bell. But man, like seeing that, you got a whole twist of nostalgia with Izzy and everything. I was watching that.
I
just
love
in
it,
awe.
bro.
Fucking all.
And he's
for
a
it,
good
bro.
dancer. He
Great
should stick.
dancer.
He'd probably make more money, bro. Stick to that.
Yeah.
You'll lose less.
It's just, and it's also cool to see. It's cool to see the transfer that, like, you know, you can still be an athlete or whatever, and still the fucking one of the top fighters in the world, but still be able to sort of express yourself that way too.
How do you think?
Very Chris Brownish.
Do you think he's gonna make some sort of a run, like some sort of a comeback? You think he's done?
He's
I think it's
34, 35 now.
Entertaining fights, if anything. You know, like an MVP fight would be pretty cool.
He
to
should
watch.
fight fucking Jake Paul. Fuck it.
Oh, that's a good call.
Jesus.
I like that.
I want to see that. I want to see somebody touch this fucking wanker up.
I did have another one for you boys, and it was...
Because he beat... Who did he beat the other day?
Julio Cesar.
Julio
Chavez.
Chavez Jr.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Fucking fuck that cunt, bro.
Did you boys see... Did you boys see that the under 15s boys smoked the Switzerland women's team 7 points
Smoked
to 1?
Alicia Lehman.
She's so hot, though, so I'll let her off.
That Veronica Vaughn.
So hot. Want to touch the hiney? I have watched that movie.
Hello,
Billy Madison.
Wait, did you watch Inglourious Bastards?
Oh, fuck. I forgot.
You got to watch that, and he's got to watch Once We're Warriors this weekend. Get your reviews. Because even
should we do that?
you even told Pricey you were going to do
I
it.
did tell Pricey.
Oh, he's going to fucking rip you when he listens to this.
Oh, fucking hell.
How about that, Pricey?
Drive by incoming.
Yeah.
Just quickly back on the soccer score. Under 15 boys, essentially 13, 14-year-old kids beating the women's side.
Yeah.
Then there's all the, we make the full circle comparison to, you know, men being paid more than women's and all the rest of it.
Well, look, I think the only people who think that women can compare to men physically.
Reese.
No, I don't think she's
The people
that
in the
delusional.
comment section of the Angel Reese video.
Other people with the fucking purple hair and the fucking and the eyebrow rings.
Yeah,
and,
well,
you
did
know,
you
they
Identify themselves as one of the 75.
look.
Yeah.
Equality is cool. I'm here for equality, bro. But you can't
gotta
have
be earned.
it. No, well, it's not physical equality. When you talk about equality, it's not fucking physical, bro.
Oh, no, I was talking about
It's-
pays. Like, you know, they always bang on about getting paid
Well,
the same as men.
yeah.
You got to bring in the
Then
same
you gotta
income.
earn the same.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's
Yeah.
got to be earned, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you can't just expect it because you're a professional athlete as well.
Yeah, exactly,
Like,
bro.
Like, did you see the US women's team, like the one that went to the Olympics, got beat by Wrexham, like Ryan Reynolds' team?
Yeah.
Bro, it was like 12-0, cunt. And you could tell these guys were taking the piss at the end. They're like, no, we can't go fucking 20 or
Too
30
much,
on
yeah.
them. Like, yeah. And that bit, the captain, that bitch with the short hair,
Yeah.
she was like, oh, Ryan Reynolds, fuck, where are you? You should be here with your boys. We're about to tear them up.
Oh,
And then they just
yeah.
get absolutely fucking destroyed, bro. And it's they're not even like launching the ball, bro. They're just
Yeah.
like tip ins, and the goalie's like, "Whoa."
And it's just
Like,
not even
completely-
close.
at all, bro. It's disgusting.
I'm trying to remember that.
It's like
bitch's
borderline
name.
bullying.
Oh, it could. They'll probably put in a counterclaim. I don't know. There'll be something going on there, but
Absolutely ridiculous.
They probably will sue them for it. Yeah.
yeah.
Give it a crack. I had one more for you guys, and that was actually a video that I came across today. Guy was being full mounted, so he's got old mate over his hips, and old mate's in full mount, big fucking like Slovenian looking dude, just everything all over him, and he's in full mount, laying the ground and pound, and he's the one that gets knocked out.
Oh yeah.
So the guy on the bottom knocks him out. So it's I don't think I've ever seen this in the UFC, let alone I don't know about MMA, but fucking stupid music.
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't even see it.
I'll
slap.
just show you one more
Yeah.
time.
Show me one more time.
So old mate on top, watch him, and then old mate on the bottom's parrying all the punches. Just throws one
big left
haymaker,
hook.
bro.
Dude, he built that from the floor too.
He
Yeah.
got him too, and then got back up and fucking swung a couple more on him.
Nice.
But yeah, full mount, like
That's right up.
That's one form of defense, I guess.
Hey, I just sent you a video, Ben, to your mate's Instagram. This is an ad from
Are we allowed to
1998.
use that?
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah. So
So this is an ad from 1988. They did in Germany to sell Chinese food. Have you seen this, Brad? Wish they'd make more ads like this. So they're all Germans just eating their Chinese.
as soon as he takes
One bite, bro.
He's now Asian.
Yeah, the whole family. Oh my God.
this is what happens to my wife every time she eats fucking.
Mit Bambussprossen
Sushi,
und der
bro.
typischen Würzung. Fehlt nur noch das Fleisch. Mit Magifix was Tolles zaubern. Neu. Magifix für China-Pfanne.
Fuck, Maggie's everywhere,
Exotische
right?
Rezepte und viele andere stehen im neuen Magifix Mini-Kochbuch Band 2. Wir vom Maggi Kochstudio schicken
There's
Sie
the whole
gern.
Chinese family in the
gratis.
background.
Okay, I've got to do a piss. I've just sent a video to our chat on Facebook, but I've got to do a quick piss.
You've already heard it?
Yeah.
All right, so he knows what the reference is.
Alexa!
So have you all seen this current trend going around on TikTok where if you say, hey Google, around a baby or a toddler, they seem to freak out. They're absolutely horrified. Now what are we missing here? It isn't just that they're afraid of the voice. It seems to be something deeper. Maybe a frequency change of some sort or something along those lines. Watch this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.
And I'm the one that needs to get off the weed. What's Brad watching?
Hey Google. Hey Google, what's the weather like tomorrow?
Hey Google.
Why is the parents laughing? Why are the parents laughing when they're scaring their children?
Are you ready to go Mimi's? Hey Google.
Hi, Madison.
Like ducking.
Hey, Google, what's the temperature outside?
Okay Google, turn on the lamp.
Oh, no wonder why.
Okay.
It's scaring the fuck out of the children.
Belinda, I hear you.
Bro, what's with the...
Hey Google.
Why are they getting so scared?
Well,
No,
he
firstly-
said frequency change. You know
Yeah.
that thing in your ear where people say like you can't hear hertz when you turn 18. Do
Yeah.
you reckon there's a hertz like a?
There's
But also you go there, ooh, where it's like, ooh, like, boo. Google.
But like,
Oh, when they
You know
go,
what I mean? It's
hey,
like, oh, fuck. Like, especially if you say, hey, Google. It's
But
like,
they-
oh, shit.
but
Yeah,
they're
but you're
like,
used to your
but they're
parents
talking to
talking,
them.
Yeah, but they're laughing after they do it as well. So
Yeah,
they're
they're
like,
laughing.
oh, you know,
But they know it's
pretend to be.
freaking 'em out.
It's like, ooh, Google's coming,
Dude.
and then they'll be teeing that up for 10 minutes, and then go, all right, she's fucking
but I don't think
vulnerable.
there'd be that many instances where kids are all getting scared from saying, "Hey Google."
I
though.
agree. Yeah, I think.
I
Have you
reckon
tried
it's-
it?
I reckon it's a frequency there.
Bro, I don't have Alexa or like
I'm never
Google
getting that
Home,
shit,
bro.
bro.
Fuck that. Like, you know, like
They listen to
everyone's
everything.
scared of the fucking...
They listen to the phones.
Everyone's
enough.
scared of being wiretap, bro. Yeah, let's just bring Google fucking Alexa into our house. Like,
See,
that's a legit wiretap.
Did you see some bloke got himself in trouble because he was? I think they can record sound. So he was cheating on his missus, and the missus goes, "Oh, play back," because something had happened in the house or whatever. So she goes, "Oh, play back the last 12 hours of sounds or whatever." Played back the 12 hours or whatever, and fucking some chick moaning in the background got done, bro, from the fucking Alexa.
That's
Right,
probably
that's-
why the kids are scared.
Yeah.
yeah. Fuck, Vicky's coming over again. Oh shit.
Who's Auntie Vicky?
Fucking hell. But yeah, no, that shit freaks me out though, man, because like so many people, like I'll never do it. I never have even fucking considered it. And not just because of that reason. I just don't think it's fucking okay to have something like that in your house where it like is constantly listening, even though our phones definitely are anyway. But like, that is fucking freaky though, dude.
Speaking of that, you know what happened to me today, boys, was so we're moving out next week and we're breaking the lease. So the owners and everything, we've been in communications with it all seems pretty good, but there's been a leak in one of our bathrooms. So it's gotten that bad that they're going to have to renovate the entire bathroom. So, you know, the house you're not really going to be able to occupy the house or whatever. So, and we've been telling this for months and they've left it. And now it's to the point where it's unusable and they are going to have to fully renovate.
Do you have a paper trail?
Of
Like
emails,
emails?
yeah,
Yes,
for sure, yeah.
yes.
So we're in the clear with that. But anyway, so they had the guy to come around to come look at the quote and come look at it and quote us and everything today. And then there was some chick in like plain clothes, fucking, she was all snug and cozy and everything like that, waiting at the door. So old mate was in uniform with this like elder lady. She would have been, you know, close to 60, and we're thinking like, fuck, maybe this is the owner. Which is fine, but, you know, maybe just introduce yourself like, hey, I'm here to just make sure, Anyway, I'm up here and I'm cleaning because we're moving, so I'm just trying to make shit happen. And then I noticed that she's walked past and down this end of the house, and then I hear the fucking phone snapshot going ka-chink, ka-chink every time, and I'm like,
Okay.
the fuck's going on here? So I poke my head out and she sort of stops what she's doing and tries to small talk me, and I'm like, and then I'm trying to go like voice to Charlotte sort of thing that, is this chick the owner or whatever? She goes, I think she is, and we're trying to work it out anyway. They go, oh, we got to look downstairs. They look downstairs, and I'm like, I'm literally following them by this point because I'm like, I don't fucking Firstly, I don't know. I didn't have good vibes. So I went and I pretended to go into the toilet, and as soon as I came back out, she had her fucking phone out again, videoing and taking photos and shit. And I was just like, excuse me, what are you taking photos of? And she's just like stopped and then like didn't even look at me in the eyes, bro. And I'm like, because you came in and you didn't introduce yourself. Yeah. And every time that I see you, you're taking photos when the leak is in the bathroom upstairs. She's like, no, I'm an interior designer. We're looking to rip up all the carpet and all the rest of it. I said, prior to her explaining this, I seen her walk out the back of my house and start taking photos of the backyard. And I'm like, well, why are you taking photos of the backyard and in the other room then if you're going to rip up? Yeah, and she's just like, no, because we're doing all the carpet and all the rest of it. And I'm like, this could have all been avoided if you just told me that, hey, I'm an interior designer, I'm here, I might be taking some photos, Oh, no, I'm so... And just didn't look at me in the eyes again. And, my front door, it doesn't lock, so I locked them in. So they're standing there and they're like, oh, can we get out? And I'm like, still like, I don't even know who the fuck you guys are. But what would you do in that situation? If you notice, like, if you're renting, and there's a random chick coming in, taking photos and all this sort of shit, when you're about to move out, what do you think you do?
Handcuff them to the bed.
I didn't want to handcuff this one. Like I said, 60.
Bro, that's kind of weird. I don't know. I don't think
that's crossing the line a little bit. Invasion of privacy, at least. No disclaimer saying that.
Did they give you notice? Did they give you notice that someone was coming over?
Yes, to get the quote and to look at the bathroom, not to take photos of the other rooms and all the rest of it.
It's her house. She can do what she wants with it.
Apparently it wasn't. And firstly...
No, like the owner who sent the contractors, I think they're like allowed to do that.
You're not allowed to just come in and take photos unannounced.
They did announce. They told you there was a contractor coming.
That doesn't make it okay for them to come and then take photos of the house.
Yeah, it does. They just said, did they tell you there was a contractor coming?
A contractor coming.
Yeah, there you go.
But in the email, it says a contractor. It doesn't say the contractor and the owner.
You said she was an interior designer.
Yeah.
That's a contractor.
Yeah.
So.
Again, I think if you're coming in and taking photos of people's houses and their bedrooms and shit like that,
she should have just fucking said something.
You're gonna
I get that.
You
like,
don't go red hot and fucking shady about it.
She should have introduced herself, but if you're
an interior designer, if you're an interior, that's inside.
But they still design outsides as well, doing pavers and shit.
Again, you'd think you'd explain that to somebody.
But maybe you come across hostile and was a bit scared of you.
Yeah, why wouldn't she look at you, Ben? That's weird, right?
Yeah, maybe we're scared.
Shady, bro. They're fucking weird. Like, I didn't do anything. I let them into my house. I get to go ahead without even asking who are you, firstly, because again, old man introduced himself. He goes,
but then you lock the door like on Harold and Kumar. You locked the door and said, "I heard everything you said."
Locked the door and I said, "I've got to lock the door because the wind blows it open. So if you need to head back out, let me know." And they couldn't get out of there quick enough once I was fucking.
Can we leave, Ben?
As soon as I said that, they're like, "Oh, can we go now? Because we're done." And I'm like, well, "You're done when I fucking say you're done, cunt."
Yeah. Take a photo. Take a photo of this and just fucking pull your hog out.
I'm not a fan of it.
You should have showed them your roadmap.
Just squeeze it. They're like, "Can we leave you?" And I'm like, "No, just another 20 seconds. You got to see this at full fucking flight."
Yeah, I need to get all the blood trapped in these veins.
All right, that's all I've got for the agenda today, boys. But
we got Waveman.
I don't know. We've got a couple more.
Oh, what else did I?
Breaking your legs, sunnies. We got some cards here.
Oh, did you see the fucking South Pole telescope thing, Brad?
The what? Sorry,
the South Pole telescope.
No,
I reckon it's like this fucking super telescope, bro, and it's so big that it can actually transmit and pick up. And they're like, yeah, it can be used as a weapon, bro. I got this fucking video of this dude.
Show me. I haven't seen this.
It's very fucking tinfoil hatty. That's why I saved it.
Do we have a tinfoil hat?
I don't think so. It's probably packed in a box.
Ben's probably thrown it out.
Oh yeah, it's probably in the box out the front.
In the bin with the shot glasses. He couldn't pack.
This fucking guy, bro.
We held a key that opened every single door in the facility. I had complete access to every compartment they manufactured. What are you blowing the whistle on? That there are technologies at the South Pole Station that people can't even consider that exist on this planet. Directed energy weapon systems is something that people need to get into their vocabulary fast. The Ice Cube neutrino detector is not simply a passive listening device as presented for the science that they're claiming it to do. It also has the capacity to transmit. There are embedded in the ice, what are called digital optical modules, DOMs. They're about the size of a basketball. The array embedded in the ice is 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer. It is the world's largest telescope. And now, because we have proven that it can transmit, it's the world's largest directed energy weapons system. It is responsible for the earthquakes in Christchurch, New Zealand.
Oh, motherfuckers.
I've seen a lot of videos of that guy talking to Ryan Shaw.
Ryan Shaw's sick. Do you think it's all horseshit or
Ryan Shaw has a lot of
horseshit guests on? Like,
does he?
Yeah,
he does.
I listen to everyone thinking that they're vets.
No, Ryan Shaw is a really reputable dude.
Yeah.
Some of his guests are a bit iffy. That guy who's wearing a NASA suit.
They had the Antarctica on it.
Oh yeah,
Brad picked it out straight away.
Yeah.
Antarctic NASA suit.
Yeah,
he's don't know about that guy, but I have seen a lot of videos of him. He fucking, if he is a crackpot, he knows he's crackpot shit. You know what I mean? Like he talks a lot of sense for a crackpot. But there are a lot of guys like that.
Yeah. Sounds like us.
Do you think it gives off like Bob Lazar vibes where everyone thinks he's crazy until it starts getting proven?
I think the media hyped Bob Lazar up to be more crazy than what
100%
realists would have actually been if they had the information earlier.
They let Bob Lazar talk because they weren't worried. They were like, oh, he's got a shady past. He managed a brothel. We'll just be able to fucking
play on that.
Yeah, play on that. And
but then all the shit he just keeps saying starts coming true more and more since the fucking 80s or whatever.
Yeah.
Fuck, how cool. We've always thought this. Imagine just one day of a walk through Area 51.
Well, it's not even Area 51. What's the other one next to it where he worked? S13 or S14 or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah, well, even just through just being taken into where the speculations were at least.
But you know,
I think now because it was so such a sort of vocal point and everybody knew about it, I think they would have moved it.
Have you seen the doco?
Bob Lazar one? Yeah.
Bro, it's so, like, that bit that fucks me up is when he's like...
Those sand dunes, bro. Those sand dunes.
No, well, you know when they're out in the woods and he's like, no, you've got your phone in your pocket. And he goes, no, fuck that. He goes, put it back in the car. And they're talking about that element that they found.
Yeah. Element 115.
Yeah, and they're talking about that. And then he's like, no, he's like, fucking put your phone back in the car. The next day, he fucking pulls up, nobody around, opens the door to his laboratory, bro. There's fucking 6 different government agencies there to go through the whole facility because he said he had 151 on him.
Yeah. And 115.
115, sorry.
But the crazy thing, like, because they're all like, he's a crackpot, he's telling lies, rah, rah, rah. Why would they raid him
if he's not?
If he's a fucking crackpot.
If he's made
if they think he's fucking made it all up, or they're telling everyone, no, sorry, they don't think he made it all up. They're saying, no, he never worked for us, he made it all up.
Yeah.
Then it turns out that he did work for them. And they're like, no, he still made it all up. And then it turns out that he fucking knows about this element 115,
which is now on the periodic table.
That is now on the periodic table. I mean, they haven't worked out a way to have a stable fucking version of it.
Yeah,
like because I think it was the Hadron Kaleidoscope. I don't know, whatever it was. They made a version of this element 115, but it wasn't stable enough to be.
Actual
to be usable.
Yeah. Well, that's like,
and this is the shit. This 115 stuff is like they can't really tell you how it gravitates or moves or but it does.
That's because that's when he said they were going on about gravity, and then they said it works in waves. That's how it lifts with this element.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, that's not the theory. This is what we've all believed. And then it comes out. Other scientists have proved his theory right. So all
with
this
the waves. What do you mean? Like, is it?
So you know how say you're flying a plane, right? The plane wings, they're angled in a way that when they pushed against wind or against like when
vibration?
they're being when like just a normal plane, right? You know how it flies because when it gets pushed with the jets or the propeller or whatever, the wings fucking they
steer it.
They're being forced against wind,
right?
Yeah,
and
the wind
up
and the
it.
wind lifts, right?
Yeah.
Well, this thing it makes waves, yes, with like vibration or whatever it is. It makes waves for the craft to surf on,
and it moves in like any direction. It doesn't.
I was going to say, can they control it? Or Can you control?
Well, that's what he talks about. He had a picture of that first ship that he drew, like back in the day, and everyone's like, "No, you're full of shit."
Yeah.
And then they're like,
Picture perfect.
Yeah, and they're like, can you draw it again? And then he draws the exact same fucking thing. And
What
they
call the speed model.
Yeah.
They call
And he's like, there's literally videos of people like up on the fucking mountain overlooking this place, and there's fucking cunts out there flying it and shit. You can see the light on it going like, and it's doing this. And he goes, nothing in the world does that.
And you can tell as well that he's not, he never came out to claim that aliens were real. Nothing crazy in that circumstance, but he was just, I think maybe in a couple of circumstances, but he just walked past.
And he's seen one on like an autopsy table, bro.
So it wasn't like this was the main thing that he was 100% sure about.
It was all about the flight and the craft and all that shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, you know a bullshitter when you can hear him and see him, but I don't think he's one of them.
I don't know any bullshitters that have stuck to the same story that consistently for 40 years.
Yeah.
Like,
and he slowly added more to the descriptions and stuff, which I think at first he would have been quite conservative with, like, should I speak about it this way? And then after seeing that he could probably drip feed it a little bit, it's just along the way, if you put it all together.
But I think he also said something about, it's like, well, I've said all this, and he goes, but now if I die, he goes, that'll just fucking prove me.
Yeah.
Like if I die at for any fucking reason, it's going to be looked at as suspicious by people who know me.
Yeah.
Or you know what I mean? And I was like, fuck, this guy's
And
he's way ahead of these cunts. He goes, now that he's come out and said that, and then he does die, fucking, people will be more inclined to believe
And
him.
see, the thing is, he never done it for money. He was just like all his original interviews and all of that, it was for nothing, right?
Yeah.
I think now that he's written a book and stuff, he's making money.
Yeah.
But
that wasn't his intentions though, off the bat. So
and so like there's nobody, I don't think there's anybody who would like ostracize themselves like that, he has for literally nothing, or like, you know, unless he's a fucking sicko and just wants his name out there for no fucking reason.
Doesn't come across that kind of
but
bloke,
he's not.
though.
Yeah.
How good would it be to get a debate going between someone who knows, you know, high up? Let's just say like the CIA have a version of somebody who they can go, this guy's going to protect us with everything. Just have him up against someone like Bob Lazar. And hearing the stuff that comes out.
Well, I thought Trump was going to release all that shit in his first term. Remember, he was saying that all that information was going to be released, and then
everything except the Epstein files.
And then because he's in them.
He's at the top of the list.
But
him and Elon are friends again.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
That was weird, eh?
Yeah, it's all fucking. Look over here while we're doing dodgy shit over here.
Oh, do you think that they were always?
Yeah, 100%.
They were always mates. They've never had a fallout.
Elon's too smart to just do that and blow it up for no reason.
I think you know what I reckon? Put your hats on, tinfoil hats. I think Elon found something that he shouldn't have found yet, or on the American government.
Oh, dude!
And he's like, we need to release this,
bro. You should go look at that. You know, he keeps going on about that big beautiful bill that he's trying to pass, bro. You should see how much money he's cutting from Medicaid and food stamps. Like, people are not going to be able to eat and get Medicare over there. Like, it's and like that's why he's fucking pushing so hard to get it passed through quickly, because once it's in, fucking
can't do anything.
Do you think the food stamps and that? Like, I don't know if they're the answer.
It feeds.
But how does it work?
No, but so it's like
you get gifted
Australia were trying to actually push this sort of stuff through a couple of years ago, and they might still, where like if you're on Centrelink, you don't get paid money, you get a fucking like a Woolies card.
Yeah, so that you can't go piss it up the wall.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
but I don't think the food stamps are the same as like a Woolies card. It's like you're allowed to buy soft drink. Well, or like you're allowed to buy like whatever it is, like something that's not.
It's
like
still
good
not
for you.
that.
Like it's not good for you, and that's why RFK is like doing his shit. But
they have a lot of food banks over there too that they're going to try and change it from federal to state.
Yeah.
So if that happens, a lot of the smaller states don't generate too much income, won't be able to afford to feed the people that need it. So that's why the people who are kicking up a stink about it, who aren't sucking chump dry, are like, mate, this isn't going to fucking work in 10 to 15 years. Everyone's going to be fucked. Like all these poor cunts are going to be fucked.
Unless in 10 to 15 years another solution has come up. But what like if you take that away, right? Like, of course, it's going to make a lot of people upset and but they're going to have to find a different way. And I think that's the whole thing. It's like, well, with like Australia especially too, you fucking like, oh, I don't have to work. Like I can literally just not want to get a job.
Centrelink fuck. People like that do my head in. Bro.
Yeah,
big time.
And I think that's rife in America.
Yeah,
and that's what they're trying to sort of.
But their whole system is fucked from top to bottom. It's such a bizarre system. Like if you're not rich, you're fucked.
Yeah, and that's why that's why they're trying to do that, because it's like the poor don't have to be poor. They choose to do that because they can live off this. You know what I mean? And
but they're also not giving them that as many fucking like
chances,
at least over here you not giving them fuck all opportunities over there to get out of a shithole, like or get out of a shit spot. You're pretty much stuck there. Like you're poor, you're born poor, you die poor.
Yeah, and that's the other side of it. That's why they're kicking all the Mexicans out, because if the Mexicans are there, then the Mexicans are working for fucking next to nothing.
Yeah,
and if they kick them all out, then the people who are giving out jobs actually have to pay decent money. Yeah, to Americans. Yeah, and that's what drags them out of the hole.
Did you see that video that Trump supporter, and he's like a contractor, and he's like I done fucked up. He's like, I was all about it with Trump and that, and kicking the illegals out. And he goes, but now I got 4 white American guys working for me. A 1-day job is now a 4-day job, and it's costing me out the ass. He's like, I might have fucked up with my vote for Trump. He's like fucking like looks like he's about to start crying, like has a mouthful of beer.
That's so good.
You know what baffles me is that whenever I was growing up, everything like that whole period was the American dream, and it was broadcasted to the world in that way. And now with all the things that are coming out in hindsight, like I think America is one of the most corrupt countries that there is out there.
Oh, 100%.
Like, but because they could control the narrative the entire time, they would always push this whole the American dream, and all we'd see is the lavish lifestyles of Americans,
the successful people, bro.
Yeah, but now hearing how much homelessness and how corrupt the country can be, and how split they are between two parties and all the rest of it, you go, the fuck, like. And you could only imagine being American and buying into that whole American dream, that being your future, and then getting there and being like, what the fuck is actually going on?
Yeah, you want to talk about like Americans lying to people, bro.
Yeah, bro.
All you have to look at is
Biggest
like
lies
back in the like say 50s, 60s to 70s sort of thing with the whole like Cold War stuff.
Yeah,
when they're like, you know, like Russia's teaching people like, if a nuke's coming, you're all dead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know what
you know what America's teaching in those times? If a nuke's coming, just get under your desk, hold your head down, you'll be all right.
Yeah,
dude, if a fucking nuke lands anywhere near you, you're fucking
no point
dead.
doing any of that.
Ask Japan.
You're dead, cunt. You're dead. You're flattened.
Yeah. Well, even like, you know what? Like, if you talk about the world wars and stuff and the way that it was, no one ever talks about America.
I don't
know.
I
don't know about that.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
World War One and Two.
Yeah.
I always hear about the Japanese, the Germans,
because they're the bad
because
guys.
they're painted as the bad guys.
But painted as the bad guys.
Yeah,
that's what I'm sort of getting to.
painted as the heroes,
right? Yeah, and it's like, and that's why we never hear any negative press about them in the World Wars 1 and 2. I don't know. What's the negative side that you've heard?
Fucking Hiroshima and Nagasaki, bro. They killed fucking civilians.
Do you not? That sounds like the way that they talk about it. It wasn't a catastrophic bad event.
No, but you think about the actual, like, it wasn't like they dropped it on fucking military bases and shit. They dropped it on towns and cities, like
even
civilians.
Worse.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But the Japanese the Japanese folded like 4 days later. So
and I agree.
It worked.
I agree in terms of saying that. But what I'm saying is like that's what I mean in terms of what we've always been brought up to believe is that like they're not as bad as what they actually are.
That's propaganda 101, bro.
100%.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Trump's done with the Iranian missile fucking, you know, look, I'm going to missile them, and then if they retaliate, I'm going to fucking I'm going to level the cunts, you know.
War was over, and then
like that's what it's like without the whole nuclear, you know, Hiroshima type shit. But but you know, I think like even like the Germans with the Nazis and that, bro, it was actually England. I think Winston Churchill.
Yeah,
he fucking like what's his name? Hitler was actually abiding by the rules. Right, it's like you only attack military shit. You don't
clip this up.
You don't. Well, he was, bro. That's the rules of war. You're right.
Another clip.
You don't But they
doubling down,
bro. Those are the rules of wars. You don't. You don't attack civilians, right? You attack military bases. Fucking
dude, they were literally locking up civilians in fucking concentration camps.
That was different.
But then he also fucking turned around and went to and turned around on Russia. That's where he fucking lost because he tried to take Stalin on and went in the winter and they couldn't make it through.
100%. That's that. But what happened was between England and Germany, there wasn't really like too much going on.
Dude, they had blackouts in England because they were trying to bomb London.
They weren't bombing London though.
They were trying to get they were trying to get the Air Force bases.
Winston Churchill turned around and said, "You know what? I'm just going to fucking bomb towns." He bombed Berlin. He killed civilians, bro.
Oh yeah, 100%.
and he bombed them.
Why was Churchill praised to be this dude?
Because he was a prime minister, so he was leading.
He fucking bombed them. I think for like 7 days.
Is he
before Hitler?
Is he the OG Hitler?
Before no,
because Hitler had the Blitzkrieg, so they had
Hitler
it's where they just fucking they don't stop.
I'm not saying Hitler wasn't bad. He was a fucking piece of shit. But
Winston Churchill,
but
Winston Churchill wasn't much better. But
Churchill, you know why Churchill did it?
He's stoking the fire.
Churchill, exactly. Churchill, he built he dug a hole, bro, so that America would get involved. So he bombed the fuck out of Berlin until Hitler retaliated and bombed London, and then America had no choice.
America got involved when Japan bombed Pearl Harbor. That's when they stepped in. They're like, nah, you don't sink our ships.
Pearl Harbor's in America.
No, Hawaii. So it's American state,
American,
but that's when they got involved.
What triggered Hiroshima.
After that, that's how they're like, well, we can't fucking, these cunts are just going to keep going because Germany had already surrendered, and then fucking Japan's like, nah, bro, we're fucking fuck you cunts, we never surrender or we kill ourselves. That's it. So they fucking bombed this place.
Fucking psychos, bro.
And then the general who was in charge of that army, he ended up fucking committing seppuku before when they gave up.
Seppuku. Did you learn that in Japan?
No, I've known that for ages.
Is that
history class?
Is that what I think it is?
Yeah, it's where they do the sword in the stomach.
Where you shit yourself.
Okay, I thought it was another.
Yeah, what do you think it was? Poo in the pants?
No, I just thought it was another word for they're just carking it.
Yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it is.
Yeah, I get. True.
Yeah.
All right. We got stuck down there for a little bit. Oh, we might have actually had a. Oh no, I thought I had a reply from Common Sports. I hope I haven't affected his page.
Yeah, apologies, Common Sports.
We've got a couple more headlines though.
Oh yeah, I only had a couple other random ones. Have you seen the fucking bees? The Japanese bees attack the big Japanese hornets when they come into their fucking houses.
No,
bro.
Well, so they got bees to protect their homes.
No, bees like in their beehives. So one wasp will come in and he'll fucking kill a bee. And the bee that gets killed sends off a pheromone, and then the other bees just go fucking ape shit, bro. I'll send it to the chat. This wait, where is it? There's actually one I've seen though where someone had dubbed it over with like hood shit, and they're like, "Wait, come in the wrong house, motherfucker!" There's just all these bees just jumping this fucking wasp.
You came to suck the wrong honey.
Oh, where is it?
Suck your own honey, cunt. I'm raffling here. Riffing.
No, I can't even find it now. That's so upsetting.
Nah, that's all right.
But yeah, they literally just fucking smother the fucking wasp until it like overheats it. And they just like take turns swarming the wasp.
So that the bees outnumber the wasp in the end.
Yeah,
because there's a whole hive. And do the wasps, is that how wasps feed or something?
Yeah, well, they come in to have a sticky beak because they want to eat the honey and the larvae, but then they'll fucking chomp a bee halfway through.
Oh, whoops, your
yeah, and then it just turns into fucking, you fucked up, bro. You came to the wrong house.
It's like, you bit my brother.
Yeah, but they send off this little fucking pheromone, bro, and they go fucking ballistic, cunt. It's fucking hilarious. I'll have to see if I can find the hood one next week, but it's...
Yeah, we'll bring it into the next pod. Before we wrap up tonight, I was talking to you about maybe a couple of some steals or some fines because, right, so I'm moving house. So next week's podcast, you're going to see a bit of a different layout, and I'm looking forward to showing it to everyone. But for the time being, I've got one of those flexi skips out the front where, you put all your rubbish and all the stuff for what you need to. So Anyway, over the last couple of days, I've been slowly putting things out there. And I'm getting bin divers every day, bro. Yesterday, you know what, bro? I had all those vapes. I had all those fucking fruity fucking grape vapes.
Yeah.
From the last year. There was probably maybe 100. maybe close to.
That's bad.
It was fucking bad, bro. And I'm like, I need to get rid of all these. So anyway, I bagged them up, put them out the front.
Gone?
Next day, gone.
Sick.
Really?
Holy cunt. What else did I see? There was today there was a Dyson vacuum. Never mind about the torrential rain that we've had over the last 3 days. Dyson vacuum, it carked itself anyway. But yeah, that got taken today.
Yeah.
No shame, some people. I mean, it's expected in today's world with the inflation of things.
Hold on, wait. So you're telling me when spring cleaning time when everyone puts their shit out in their front lawn?
Cancel chuck out day, bro.
You're not driving around eyeballing?
Yeah, well, that's sort of where I'm getting to. Right?
I'm eyeballing.
I love it.
I want to know. I want to know if you boys have found something where you're like, so. My dad was a rubbish truck driver, and he'd always go and people put shit out on the road all the time.
Like Syphotelic.
I mean, Black Hobbit.
Black Hobbit, yeah. Sorry.
So, yeah, I think I even told this story on the pod before. Dad found like an old fucking mulcher or something. It was like a blower, and they'd put it in the box because it wasn't working. But he'd had the same one at home, so he went home, did the little swapperoonie. Gave that back to Bunnings, got money back and a free blower. But obviously us coming from the memorabilia side of things and all the rest of it, like garage sales, do you ever remember driving past something and thinking, fuck, I've got to pick that up?
Yeah. I've done it plenty, actually.
Not the purple dildo that you got in your back seat.
Yeah, and you know what? I just went to the toilet, and as I was walking back, I saw that fucking corncob dildo that you have sitting in your fucking your hallway.
You were eyeing it off, weren't you? You were licking your lips.
I was going to bring it in, bro.
Is it going out in the blue bag later on tonight?
Yeah, it might come with me. But the best thing that I've actually picked up is my beer fridge that I use right now.
Oh, solid. And how'd you come across that?
Well, I left home. I was going to, I think I was going over to my mum's. Anyway, I'm driving along, fucking, cruising along, and I look over, and, it's council pickup time. I'm looking around. I see this fridge sitting there. I was like, and it says still works on it. I was like,
okay.
God damn.
That's me.
Yeah, done a U-bolt. I don't know about you guys, when you're doing the U-bolt, you're like, man, I hope I have to do a U-bolt now.
Yeah, or someone else is going to pull up in front.
Somebody else is going to pull up in front.
Yeah.
And that actually happened to me.
No way.
A couple of weeks ago. It was about 3 or 4 weeks ago, actually. I forgot about this. I've turned up. I live on a hill, right? And I'm at the bottom of the hill at the light goes green. Turn up to the hill, and I see a wallet sitting on the ground in the middle of the road. And I was like, oh, fucking hell, some poor cunt's lost their wallet. And this is no word of a lie. This is no word of a lie. I was like, because this happens in Benora all the time. You see, people, they find something. They're like, "Oh, somebody lost this."
Post it on the Facebook.
Yeah, post it on Facebook. I was like, I'm going to go do that. Anyway, I've gone up to the next set of lights.
How much money's in there?
I spun around, bro, and I've come down the bottom of the hill, and I've parked up, and I'm walking along, and then this car comes flying, bro, and rips the fucking brakes on. Some lady hops out, and she has to cross the road to get. She's going for the wallet.
She knows where she's left. Oh,
yeah, and I'm like, wait, is this a race?
Did you run?
I'm not trying to steal the wallet.
Power walk.
And they were way closer than me because I was like, if I was trying to steal the wallet, I would have just stopped and reached out my car door and picked it up.
Had to think about it a couple of seconds. Fuck
it. Yeah. So anyway, I'm like, all right, I think she's going to beat me to it. But they parked where I parked. So there was 2 people in the car. They've let her out and then gone and parked where I parked. And so I just kept walking towards it. And she's run over, grabbed the wallet, and she's coming back. And I was like, is that yours? And she's like, yeah, it is. And I was like, oh, you sure it's you're not thieving, are you?
Yeah.
And
are you
she's
sure about that?
She's like, what are you doing? I was like, I was going to just pick it up and post it on Benora community page, rah. And she's like, it's mine. And I was like, I bet it is.
Just quickly on that.
Yeah.
There is no judgment here.
Yeah.
let's say you're driving past, you see a wallet on the ground, and it's just notes sticking out of it. I want to know, do you take some of those notes sticking out of it before you hand it in?
Nah.
Or do you hand it in?
Dude, the amount of times I've found money or...
All right, no CCTV footage. This is only... No one knows, only you and your karma.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm doing.
Honest answers only. I got no room for this fucking other bullshit.
I'll open the wallet. If there's an ID, I'll look at what type of person owns the wallet.
And you'll judge them on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it's... So what are you... When are you giving the money back? Well, what do you got to see? An old lady?
I need to see an old lady.
Yeah.
Or an old man.
Or a young lady.
No.
Good looking.
Some come on their peas or something, you'd feel bad.
Yeah.
It's like that might be all the money they got.
Even if I see a dude and it looks like he owns his own business, I'm like, he probably fucking just got paid for his job. Like if it's like $3,000.
So like he could go without.
Bro, but if it's $20, I'm like,
No, I'm not talking. You really think I'm painting this picture with $20 fucking, bro? I'm painting this picture. I'm talking 1,000, like a fat stack, and no one's gonna know that you take that.
If it's a band, I'm bro. No
judgment.
No, if it's a band, I'm probably trying to find the owner, bro, because I know what it's like to fucking
lose money,
not have money.
Dude, the amount of times I've found wallets and money and like...
But hold on. So he's asking us the question.
Well, I'm thinking this old lady's got fucking plenty of coin.
Ben.
She's got $1,000 in her wallet.
Yeah.
It's probably a whole pension,
not even going to
bro.
miss it. She's already... That $1,000 is gone once she realizes her wallet's lost.
Yeah.
So this kind
You know what? The best thing I can do in this situation, give it to someone in need, maybe.
You're not doing that.
And when I say about someone in need, I'm talking about myself.
Oh, yeah,
living in a penthouse.
We're in need. But, but okay, so put it this way. Like, this is a good example. So Anna's mum, she's gone to the bank. She's got $3,000 out, right? She's fucking got she's got to pay, I think it was like a...
Sorry, babe. Babe, it's my 3,000 now.
She was she was like settling on the house or something. She had to pay somebody who was settling the house that $3,000. Bro,
is this real life?
Real
scenario?
life.
Okay.
She took the 3,000. She took the 3,000 out.
Yeah.
She went to like a couple of shops, fucking in town.
Yeah.
Got home, realized she didn't have the money. Like the envelope had fallen out of her bag, or
dude,
like
that is something I would do.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the money never turns up, bro. Like that, like, that's somebody like you, bro, who found it and went, it's an old lady on the pension. I'm taking that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Bro, we're going to be over in fucking Iran doing World War III. This cunt's going to be over here stealing old ladies' wallets, bro.
Yeah, he's going through the rubble.
Yeah.
You guys
Come
see
back.
war, I see opportunity.
Yeah. We come back like, Ben,
Vulnerability.
when did you fucking buy this house, Ben? Oh, I don't know, just a couple of pensions, mate.
He's just wearing
Couple of
like
trips to the old folks'
50
home.
dog tags. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to melt these dog tags down and fucking...
Yeah, this is going to be the number on my house gun. Fuck. God.
This is the number of my bank account.
Yeah.
Just got this gold chain.
Didn't you know, Jason? War is money.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
No, look, I'm a big karma guy. So
You just told us you were still off an old lady.
I'm taking the fucking piss.
No, you're only taking the piss because we put you on the back foot.
Nah. Well, you never gave us your answer.
I tried to, but you just cut me off 3 fucking times.
I'm a big karma guy. Big common sense, big karma guy. But I'm still taking the money.
Jason,
Again, depends
what
on
are you
the
doing?
depends on the picture.
Well,
on the ID.
If he looks like a bikie, I'm giving the money back. I don't want him to turning up.
Yo, you've had
figuring out.
bad experiences.
Yeah. There's a bit of PTSD there, but Nan, I'm not scared of you.
yeah, till you find out her fucking son Rudolph in the Finks.
His name is Finks.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, what are you doing, Jason?
Well, I've found money and shit and wallets a few times, given them back, and dudes have given me money for finding their wallet and
true.
giving it back.
See?
Well, you would find a lot on the greens.
Well, I actually found $100 at the golf course, and guy gave me $50 for giving it back.
See?
So
that's good shit right there.
But one time I went down and we were at the casino and we were walking down. I seen this like little woggy looking fella, slick hair, beautiful shirt, nice pants, like what Connor's mate was wearing before.
Yeah.
looking mint as, bro. I'm like, oh, fuck yeah, we're just watching the poker, and they had this little bar and shit there. Anyway, as he's walking down the stairs, bro, it just looked like a bloody fucking gender reveal, bro. Money popping out of his fucking pocket, can't lose.
What do you mean?
Like, you know, when you let the confetti off?
Oh, yeah.
Bro, just like put something in his pocket and then it just goes, pfft. I'm like, what the fuck? Surely he felt that. Didn't. So I fucking picked it up. I was like, oh, hey, bros. And he's like, hey, mate, how are you? How can I help you? I'm like, dude, you just dropped this. And it was like fucking $500.
Yeah.
$50.
Yeah, nice.
So I was like, sick, boys.
You could have had 500.
I could have, but there's fucking cameras everywhere in a casino, so.
Yeah, you don't want to be stealing.
And he looked,
casino.
yeah, and he looked a little mafioso, so.
Oh, yeah.
I was like,
but he gave you a fiddo.
Gave me a fiddo for that too,
nice.
so. Like Ben said, karma comes around.
Yeah.
No, you watch. If I'm taking that $3,000, I'm getting a fucking $5,000 fine. Somewhere.
How many?
Like that's what I mean about the karma thing. So if I know that if I take that, I'm going to have a bill that's coming up.
Well, at least you only got to pay
fucks
2
me.
instead of 5.
Yeah, that's my thought.
God damn, lucky I stole that money.
Oh, boys. One of the last segments that I got for you boys. Obviously, the big fella downstairs. He's a big part of the pod, big part of the vibe that we carry, and he's had the old snip today.
I did ask in the chat, did he get the fake ones in?
No, we were going to initially do that.
Oh, thank Christ.
I think I said that on the last pod, but like they were saying, they were toying with the idea that you're going to have to go back constantly and get them
checked and stuff,
either checked or like replumped or whatever. And we're just like, fuck, he's already cost us so much.
I've been thinking about it, right? And maybe we can get like him, like a jock strap that just has nuts, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, we talked about that.
Like
the ones you
ball
get for your,
tags,
the one
like
you get for your
Crocs.
toe ball, bro.
Yeah,
Get him
but
a
we can
set of
like
Crocs.
attach it to something so that
like a strap
so
on.
he's still
Yeah.
got strap on nuts, bro. So like he's still got because he's gonna feel weird, bro. Walking
Yeah.
without his nuts
Banging his legs out.
Oh, mate, you know
wrapping
they're
around
gone.
his fucking hammies.
At least we don't have to worry about getting fucking humped to death every time we come
That
over here.
should be a pretty big positive. Another positive, he's also had nose surgery, so he's had a nose job, boys. He's had his nose brought up a little bit, so ear up his nostrils a little bit.
I'm not going to recognise him.
He's also had his tonsils done.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Because his
This costs you fucking like 20 grand. That's why you
don't
need
wanna
to steal.
fucking
That's
know.
why you need
This
to
is
steal
why
the
I need
3
those-
grand.
Yeah, bro. Thank God for pet insurance. We get 80% of it back, so that's the only justification.
Yeah,
But-
get him a big set of chromies like that, Ben.
Oosha, like a dog tag.
Yeah, just fucking hang them off the back. Get him a collar for his back
Charlotte
end.
will love
No,
that.
you can get like skin ones, bro. You can get ones that are like,
Surely
they're like latex.
we just need black ones.
Surely,
latex ones.
surely we get him some fucking gold ones.
Get him
bro.
some glow in the darks, bro. So when you take him for a walk,
They're
just lit.
There is glow in the dark ones.
If we just get them on the pod, Charlotte will love it.
Yeah.
We just bring them in. We don't talk about it. We just go.
Yeah.
we got
well,
new-
let's get 4 sets. Let's all wear them,
Yeah.
bro. We'll wear them off the back of our pants. Fuck it.
Yeah, in honor of Doozy.
Yeah, in
Sending
honor of
Doozy's
Doozy's
nuts
nuts.
off.
Yeah.
Did you keep him?
Not sure. I'll go down and find out.
Get him in
about
some
that. But that would have been,
formaldehyde, bro.
Hey Ben, taste this. Well, that tastes amazing. What is it?
Yeah, spaghetti meatballs tonight.
Oh, fuck's it so chewy?
Spaghetti doos balls.
You can bite it. Ooze comes out of it.
Big shout out to the big fella. Even just fucking picking him up before, like he's just
He
like,
jugged out.
yeah, bro. He's just
It's fucking.
and I couldn't move him. He's just sitting there like this, and had to get him. I got to be careful, grab him around his legs as well because he's got all the stitches there. But just trying to get him out of the car before was a bit of a nightmare. But we got him in. He's all clear.
Does he have a cone of shame?
Not yet. I think we're going to get one. But the thing with bulldogs is they have such a short, fat neck.
He
that
probably
you
wouldn't be able
can't
to
put-
reach him anyway, would he?
You can't put a collar around him, like the cone around him, because he just slips straight
Yeah.
out. So you got to get some big. It's like a It's like a fluffy one.
Yeah, I've seen those.
And he looks like a flower pot boy, bro.
Well, I was going to say, why don't you just put it on the other way? Like, put it on his back legs, bro.
Yeah.
So it tries to Marilyn Manson, but it's just torture.
Oh, bro, imagine the amount of piss that cone would catch.
Imagine. You haven't had the snip, have you?
No.
You haven't had it.
But I was thinking,
I don't
like,
put fucking. He would need a cone too.
I mean, you've got you still trying to have a baby?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Jason, you don't want to have a baby, do you?
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
not
that's
in-
a
I'm
good
not in-
chat.
not in a rush.
What are you up to?
Maybe
You're older than me.
Yeah, so.
How old are you?
34?
Kids
I
in
mean, if-
how old's Bridge?
27?
Oh, you got to,
Yeah, see, it's not about me. You got
it's almost illegal.
So you got an older miss. You got an older missus, bro. That clock's ticking. Mine's not.
I think that's half the problem.
Well, I was thinking
I
I might
blame that anyway.
I might get the dues.
Oh, you might get
Gonna cut them off.
If Queensland lose,
get some fake ones in there.
Not cut them off.
Yeah, cut them off. Get some big boys in there. Fucking tennis balls.
Imagine getting the
big
snip.
enough.
Imagine getting the snip from the doctor, and they're like, "Yeah, we're going to do this," and you're like, "Yeah, sweet," and then you wake up
and just an empty sack.
Well, we told you we were going to take them. You weren't, we thought we explained that well enough, and you're like, "Fucking hell, guys." Nothing but a flat.
Yeah,
maybe I'll go get a vasectomy for dudes.
Little turkey neck.
Man, dudes.
Yeah, vasectomy brothers.
Yeah.
Last time he goes to the fucking Green Cross Vets for a fucking checkup, eh?
Yeah. Oh. Nah, to be honest, bro, this was like some specialist down in Pimpama who, I was saying to Charlotte on the way up that if it was some high-ass fucking fancy overheads, like, I'm thinking like, a next level fucking facility that he's got to go into and he's hooked up to all these things. Like, that's just going to cost us so much more money. And it's like almost, for me, that's like a money-making thing. We took him down to a referred vet down in Pimpama, who they actually specialize in dogs with short faces, the squish faces. Every other dog that we'd seen in there was like a pug, Frenchie, or a bulldog.
Yeah.
And this is what he does. So we've taken him down to there, away from his normal vet. His normal vet's really, like we said, it's probably really good, but they are at that higher end of everything. Everyone's in nice brand new uniforms and all the lights are on and all that. Down when we took them today, bro, like they're all in fucking like Big W clothes and fucking like asbestos almost. You're
not worried, bro. You're not worried.
That sparked my mind, but then I was thinking about the big picture of it all, and there's probably no one
Like
that
the
I
money
trust,
side.
or even just like the trust that you've got with your vet and the guy that's doing it.
Yeah.
I think that was the only thing that gave me peace of mind. If I had not gone down there and spoken to him and everything around it, I probably wouldn't have gone to that extent. But he also did a fucking X-ray on Bulldog and all that sort of stuff, showed me what was going on. Whereas his normal vet doesn't even go to that extent. And if they do, they charge us more. So because they've got bigger overheads and stuff. So just an interesting thing where I thought that, especially with going to get this done, it wasn't something that it was like physical or that you could see. But they did a scan inside his belly. They saw that his prostate was like 4 times as large as his bladder.
Fuck.
And the thing that was producing all of that was all the testosterone, which is coming from his nuts. So you eliminate the nuts, reduces the testosterone, reduces the inflammation. That's the theory behind it. So hopefully he's in the clear from now on. And while he was under, at the same time, we did his tonsils to help with his breathing, which again adds longevity onto his life. But tonsils, and then I think he had a little bit of a look at his nose and saw that was all pushed in. So to help, again, breathing, opened all that up. Little nose job and everything, bro. He's new fella.
Gold Coast dudes.
But Gold Coast Bulldog.
Just on all of that, like you're saying, like you go to the right people, like you get all like the right information, basically the information that makes you feel better about it. When my second eldest, Trace, Jason's illegitimate child,
my little fella,
he when he was being grown inside Anna, she had like complications with like blood flow from her placenta to him, and so in the later terms, we had to go and get like 3D scans like every week, and so we actually, it was cool as fuck, right? Because we got to actually watch him grow.
Yeah,
like
shit.
all the way,
first week,
all the way up until he was born. So we already knew what he fucking looked like.
Yeah. Wow.
Before he was born, bro.
Like facial scans and everything.
Yeah, dude.
They look trippy, bro.
The 3D scans, like they look like yellowy, goldy.
Kind of looks like it looks like claymation a little bit.
But you can see exactly what their face looks like, dude.
That's hectic.
The 3D scans, they're fucking crazy, man.
That's
and like when he was born, I was like, I've already seen
Spoiler
you.
alert.
I've already seen you, bro.
Yeah. Surprise. I ain't surprised.
Yeah. You've got my cock.
Yeah, that was the first time Anna spoiled something for me.
Just quickly before we wrap it up, placenta chat. Have you ever done anything weird with yours?
Yeah,
Anna still has them in the freezer.
No.
Yeah, we talked about this a couple weeks ago, remember?
I think she has 3 of them.
You're making wonton soup?
The fuck?
No way.
Well, are you just going to keep them in the freezer?
She wants.
Does that
I
not
don't
take
know.
up storage?
No, she
room?
wants to do something. Yeah, fucking oath it does.
She's going to consume them in some way, but
no, I think she
Isn't
wants
it-
to plant trees with them or something. But yeah,
Yeah.
interesting.
Well,
Well,
something
that's
weird.
still quite cool, though.
We know what Ben's
I think
doing with his, though.
wonton.
yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah,
Sounding
but
like fucking
the more
Hannibal
slurps you get, the
Lecter over
better.
here.
Yeah. It's just the more juice that you get. It's like ramen.
Might make you build a bit of fucking natural steroids, bro.
Forget about Liver King, bro. We got
Yeah,
the Placenta
Placenta
King over here.
Yeah, Placenta King. Fucking crawling around on the floor and
The
shit.
Placenta King. Look at him.
That's the name. I'm going to finish it. I'm not going to finish it. Fuck off.
I was gonna say it.
I was going to say that's the name of Doozy.
Yeah.
You know? When he gets,
I was gonna name the pod that too.
Yeah.
Now you fucked it.
Nah. Doesn't have to be that way. I like, yeah, because the thumbnail for me is going to be like the Liver King, but my face.
Yeah.
It's just some placentas
Placenta
coming
King.
out, mate.
Yeah.
Wonton Placenta King.
Fuck, is that us?
I think it's going to be us. Making slurping placenta sounds. I think that's us.
Let's go see how Dooz is.
Yeah, gonna go check on the big fella. But thank you all for listening. Again, if you aren't already, make sure that you follow us across all social media platforms. Instagram can get a little bit hot.
Oh wait, before we finish, I'll show you this card trick I learned.
Oh, this is what he's been brewing for a few weeks. Off the cuff,
Hold on,
right?
let me-
a few brouhahas,
All right,
dude.
here, Benny, you shuffle them for me. Just a quick shuffle, very quick. I've got a deck of cards here, full deck of cards. It's even got the.
But there's
joke.
also- I was gonna say
they've
there's
got the
also
jokers in
maybe-
it. There's some
Does that
backwards
throw you
cards.
off? Does that throw you
backwards
off?
cards? What the fuck is with your deck of cards? Why are cards backwards?
Does that throw you off?
No, it's all right.
Okay. Oh, see,
All
we
right.
got him.
All right, pass them in here. Yeah, quick shuffle.
David Blaine, bro.
It's all good.
Now look at me. Don't look at the cards. Look at me.
Yeah.
Look at me. Look at me. Look at me.
Yeah. What the fuck? He's coming. No. All right.
Where'd it go?
Now this game, it's got a fucked name. It's actually called the rape game, right? Let me just
Jesus.
Let me just shuffle this real
course.
quick, right?
So you asked me to shuffle
Sorry,
them,
I'm
and then
not
you fucking reshuffle them.
Well, that's
What's the point of me shuffling?
because I've got to do the last part of the trick, bro. That's why. All right. All right. Okay. Here we go. They're all
fuck, you're
shuffled.
not in
All right.
poker.
Now tell me when to stop.
Have a sip.
Whenever you're ready.
Do you reckon it's at the beginning or the end? What
I don't know.
if we just go to the last card? Does it work if I say now?
You tell me when to
What
stop.
about stop? No, you didn't stop. Stop. Yeah, now. What's the point of this?
Well, this is why it's called the rape game, bro. You tell me when to stop all you want, bro. I'm not gonna.
Oh, man. Bro.
Oh my god!
I was expecting something really sick, eh? Like pulls a card out of his ass or
On
something.
behalf of Your Mates podcast, I just want to formally apologise.
Oh, my
For
God.
that waste of time. I mean, Trad's usually got something good up his
Well,
sleeve.
normally people say stop after
that-
about 5 cards, bro. So
Yeah.
you drag that out. You're the fucking blame.
No, I was bending over, going more. What if can I wait? Can
like,
you go? Can you redo
Okay,
these cards?
Benny doesn't have a safe word, everyone.
It's called the consent game with Ben.
Yeah, it's called more. Was that your card trick that you've been trying to do for the last few months?
Yeah.
Well, we didn't have cards, bro.
Oh my god.
It's called the rape game.
Yeah. All right, we got it.
Yeah.
I didn't get.
You said stop and I didn't.
Yeah.
Did you get it?
Yeah. All right, guys.
Sick.
Until next week. Later, bolt.
He's so awkward.
Goodbye. Auf Wiedersehen. Oh, he's crawling again.
Daddy.
Lift kick.